Okay. Are we live? Oh, yeah, we are live. Okay. So, today I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do for so long now, which is making AI sound like me. It might sound like a simple thing to do, but unfortunately, it's not. If you look at the description of this live stream, I AI generated it and it's actually so bad. I want to make AI automatically, naturally, by default, sound like me, like how I'm speaking right now. And it shouldn't be a hard thing. We just have to go through a very tedious process of telling the AI how to, speak like me. And this is why I'm live streaming. I'll be showcasing that journey. I saw this article that Claude Code recommended me to go through, which I'll show you right now. FYI, I'm wearing this because I want to sleep soon and I don't want to turn off the lights. And fun fact, it is recommended to turn off or like at least dim the lights like 3 hours before you sleep so that you get into that mood of wanting to sleep. Just think of the ancestry, how they used to fall asleep. Outdoors were dark, and that by default made people tired. But that's a whole live stream that's a whole nother live stream. So let's get into the Claude Code stuff. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's close this. And yeah, I use Obsidian for note taking. So I'll be using this skill with Obsidian and all its abilities. But yeah, this is the article that I saw that Claude Code recommended me to go through to reach this point where AI would sound like me. So yeah, it introduces the idea on like what it actually means and what it takes to make it do that. I went through this already, and yeah, it consists of 3 skills apparently. First one, as she says in where to go? Yeah, first one is audience profile. So we define who our target audience is, and then the second one is our own voice, the DNA of our voice. Third one is business profile. So we'll start with audience profile right here. Okay, let me also put myself in my other monitor so I can look at the chat. Man, I haven't done this in a while, but I do enjoy it, so that's why I thought let's just do it with you guys. Okay, there is no chat. Hell yeah. Let's do it. All right. Path 1. Build your profile from scratch. That's what we're gonna do. B2B or B2C. So I think, at least in the context of this article, it's meant for business people, business professionals, and people who are entrepreneurs. I mean, at this point, everyone is. So we have to answer these and run. Okay. So let's copy this and fill it out. Ooh, come on. What the hell? Let's put this inside our Z. Boink. So this is my life operating system. Let us put this in whatever. What was it called? Human something. Human audience profile, not human. Audience profile. Okay, you are audience strategist and market researcher. So this is not the actual content we're going to give the AI. This is just a prompt we're going to give the AI to give us the actual answer that we were looking for. So my stuff right now is just mainly B2C. And then audience persona, describe. Okay, so let's take a moment to think about what do I actually want to make content on, because it does really matter here in this context. I'm curious, why did she decide to start with audience profile rather than the DNA? I'd like to start with the DNA, voice DNA, because I have already some notes on that, so it should be an easier start for me. Okay, so what this skill does, it tells AI how to write, your tone, your rhythm, your sentence pattern, your vocabulary choices. I think that's like, the first 80% of how to make AI sound like you. Give it your DNA. Oh wait, I wanted to announce that I'm live streaming on LinkedIn. Where is it? Let's quickly announce that I'm live streaming on LinkedIn. To be performative. In my recent post, not like a whole post, just a small comment. This looks fascinating. I'd love to chat about it. Hell yeah. We'll chat later. For now, boom. Same on Twitter. Yes. Or X. I can't find the words to say. Let's make a whole post inside Tech Twitter. Live stream where I build Claude skills that allow me build skills that make Claude Code actually sound like me. Ooh. Actually sound like me. Boom, post. It's probably gonna get like 1-2 views, but it is what it is. Now let's go back to this. Here's a snippet to give you a sense of what it produces. I ran the prompt, my most popular articles. Oh, so I'm gonna use my most popular articles, send it over to AI, and AI will generate the DNA, which is very interesting. we make AI generate the prompt to make AI sound like a human. Crazy. Okay, well, I do have something like that in, let's see if I can find it here. DNA. No, it's in my Obsidian. Let's try to find it. DNA. Yes, there it is. There's quite a few personal stuff in here. It ain't bad. Not that bad. Okay. Boom. So if we... You know what? Let's just do that. Yeah. So this is the note that I'm referencing. But let's see if AI can do a better one. You can build multiple voice DNA skills for different parts of your writing. Precision. You're just getting started. Oh, let AI interview you. Well, it's a hybrid approach. I have a few posts, but not a lot of posts. You'll need 5 to 10 posts, the more the better. Attach your best performing posts or your personal favorites that feel most like you. Export from Substack. You know what? Let's try with this, and then we'll be like, if you have more questions or doubts, let me know, and I'll answer you. So let's find these posts. So I know I have a few Substack posts that I really resonate with, and they truly sound like me. This one is definitely one of them. So let's add them to this temporary note. Close. There. Copy link. Nope. Skinny. Hype. That Gorillaz album is quite good, not gonna lie. It's stuck in my head. So that's one post. Let's see what other post I can use to make AI sound like me. Oh, I know the perfect one. The courage to be chalant. Definitely that's a good post to give AI. It's me, leaning into storytelling quite a lot. It's one of my my proudest posts. This one. It's very short, but I really like it. Okay. It's a storytelling kind of post, which I do want to get better at. So that's done. What else? No more gaslighting myself. See, the first few hours of your day are extremely valuable. Why do I still check the apps and notifications? I think this is a good one. Honestly, all my posts are good. Why would they not be good, bro? Just give it everything. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, you might not get tomorrow. This one I put a lot of effort in. It's also very long and detailed. I'd say this one also represents like the kind of writing I'd like to have. So let's drop it in there. I like giving analogies. That's basically what the whole post is about. Analogies. Understanding autism through the analogy of, or not, is it really an analogy? But like through the perspective of social anxiety. My fault. Oh shit. My first comment is from a stranger that I met in New York. And I'm coming to New York tomorrow. FYI. My flight's actually in like 7 hours. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep in the plane. Stop delaying growth. This one is good, I think. I think I wrote quite well here. I'm trying to remember. Did I use a lot of AI to write this, or did I genuinely write this myself? But I also want to give it a mix of LinkedIn posts, right? So, how shall I do that? We shall do that through... I sent you the link for this run thing. Join, bro. I'm gonna go. The run club in New York, which I've never been to, but sounds interesting. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm trying to find some LinkedIn posts. Twilight launch video. Oh, I know exactly which one. Not Twilight. Odora. Yes. Yes, this one. This one I put a lot of effort into. We're giving access to our first users next week. Copy or copy back from system root. That's another post. That's definitely one as well. It's already there. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think that's enough, at least for Substack. Yeah, the rest I'm like semi-proud of myself for publishing them, So let's move on to LinkedIn posts. What other LinkedIn posts do I have? Let's take a trip down memory lane and see what we got. Also, for context, what I'm doing right now is creating a few skills to allow AI to understand what I want it to sound like. Because right now, it sounds like freaking slop. That's a funny one. Let's do that. Oh, I can find it here. Brene Brown shower thought. Brene Brown. Oh yeah, that's the LinkedIn post. This is drafts. Okay, let's put this system root. Okay, second LinkedIn post done. Third LinkedIn post. Oh. I put a lot of effort into this one. And it's like a different one, it's quite unique, not gonna lie. So let's find it. After participating, there it is. I thought I'd get a glimpse of the other side. Yeah, let's give it to AI as well. Copy path, system root. Okay, 2 more, or 1 more. This one. I think I spent quite a little bit of time on this. Let's find something I spent more time. This didn't do well though. 71, not bad. Okay. How about this one? It all started with my first sentence. I think I used AI in here. No. I spent like 4 months on this. I think. I have this. This is a Twitter post as well. Having social anxiety is a skill issue. Oh, that's the one I mentioned. Anything else? Come on, come on. This one. Nah, it's basic. Okay, I think we're now reaching a point of the, the cringy era. It's always like that, when I look back at my posts that I'm posting right now and look back at them in a year from now, I'm gonna be like, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? Okay, this is enough. This is more than enough for the AI to understand my writing style. More than that, it will be overwhelmed. So let's get back to this and see what shall we do. If you If you want to build a voice skill for different types of this. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Shall we make 2 different skills? One for LinkedIn, one for Substack? That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. If you want to build a voice skill for different types of writing, use the same process but with different samples. Okay, we'll start with Substackers. And then we'll move on to LinkedIn. Skinny I did this. What should I post? That's too LinkedIn-y, you know? That's too LinkedIn-y, even though it didn't, perform as good. So we'll not include it. Nah, we'll include it. Took me 2+ years. So, took me 2+ years. Okay, that's the post. Enjoy the process. Comes from okay. Yeah, we'll use this as another LinkedIn reference. System root. And with that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LinkedIn posts and 5 Substack posts. Très bien. Allez, monsieur. Now, time for the prompt that does the heavy lifting. This prompt analyzes everything. I iterated on it with Claude Code across multiple sessions over multiple months. It started basic. Bomba clot, bro. It's a paid thing. No, bro. I got caught in 4K. She really caught me. I can't. I have to pay. I'm doing a live stream. Bruh. Damn, bruh. What if? No. I guess I'm paying. Come on. Let's do it, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, bro. Bomba clat. I thought, it looked quite long. The LinkedIn post, the article looked quite long. I'm sure there's no paywall in the bottom, but there is a paywall. So we're paying $8.50 which is like 12 Canadian. It is what it is, brothers. Let's not use this account though. Can I not change it? I don't want to do it. Okay, whatever. Let's just use this. Apply $30 or 30% coupon. The monthly, bro. The monthly. We're not doing yearly for this shit. And yeah, let's go. Oh, other payment options. I could have done that. I'm good. Do you want to recommend? No. What? Skip. I said maybe later, bro. Oh no, just let me get the full article, please. Holy moly, yeah, it's very long. We didn't even like reach half of it. Damn. Okay, now that we paid, let's go to where we left off, which is right here. That was an amazing place to put the paywall. There's an art behind putting the paywall in the right place, and she did it perfectly. And she just got a subscriber. Let's hope I remember to unsubscribe. Okay, so it's a very detailed prompt that we don't have time to look through at this point in time. So yeah, let's just put it to AI. Let's see. Review and refine. After you run the prompt, get a thorough analysis of your voice. Read it carefully. Okay. Let's give it to AI. We're gonna make two versions, by the way. One for LinkedIn and one for Substack, which are my main, mediums for posting. These are all the references. Yeah. I can't find the words to say. Claude. I'm just setting up the environment for Claude Code. Give me a second. Okay, how do I do this? Let's just open Ghosty. Ghosty Boasty. Or we can just use Zed. Zed is amazing, bro. This freaking code editor is top tier. Top tier. Now let me open. There we go. Claude YOLO. And we pass this long ass prompt into wait a sec. Is there anything that we have to modify? Read all provided writing samples. Where are we putting the samples? Extract voice DNA. Oh, okay, we'll just put it somewhere here. Perfect. So, boom. Here. I'm gonna put it into Claude Code. What's going on? Did you paste? Hello? There we go. 306 lines. And then we put the references for Substack for now. Yes. Boom. And with that, let's hit run and see what it does. Deciphering. Whoa. What is up? What was that for, bro? It was trying some random tool to fetch the Substack post, I guess. But it figured it out. Okay. Let's read ahead and see what is the next step. Review and refine. We gotta take a look at the generated article or skill to see what it does. Turn it into a skill. Okay, this seems quite easy. Let's run another Claude session. Whoa. Let's see, let's think out loud here. Should we wait for the Substack version to finish and then we use that as a way to, for reference, For the LinkedIn one? No, let's just do them in parallel. Yeah. Let's do a split. Split right. Claude YOLO. We paste the prompt and then we put these. Boom, 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 pow. I like that boom, boom, pow. And what shall we do while we're waiting? Look at the third one. Is this the third one? Yeah. Creating a business profile for AI context. What this skill does. Man, I feel so stupid for paying for this shit, bro. I can't believe I fell trapped into it. Oh, man. Okay. A business profile for AI context. It gives AI the full context of your business. What if you have... What do you offer? What you serve? Bro, I don't even have an audience. Yeah, that's when I should start with this, with the audience profile. Yes. Okay, where's the prompt for that? How are you able to see using your sunglasses and the text is so tiny anyway? For sure you're doing something smart. Good luck. This is my mom. Don't worry, mother. My eyesight is very strong and will continue to be strong. And this sunglasses is like, it's a free sunglasses, so don't expect a lot of, shadiness with it. It is barely like dimming my view. And yeah, something smart, somewhat smart, not crazy smart. I'm just telling AI how to sound like me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Formality. Do you see this, bro? My formality, according to AI, for LinkedIn posts is 1.5 out of 5. But please, I need more reach. Before you yap about the privacy concerns. Oh my god. Okay. Human humor frequency. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought it's done. Self-deprecating, dry. Somewhat. I don't know. I wouldn't say I make like self-deprecating jokes. Reader intimacy is a 4.5. Hold up. How do you have this emoji? That's such a unique emoji, mother. Okay, I think it's almost done. But yeah, as you can see, formality is very low in here as well. Who the fuck is Amber? Okay. Well, let's try to fill this out as we're waiting. Create a detailed audience persona for okay, who am I targeting with my content? Is my stream doing well? Okay. I see myself, I see the screen. That's all I need to know. Back to work. I think this is almost done. accomplish. Oh, okay. I don't know, honestly, what to do with this. And this is so distracting. Let's pass this to an AI to make it sound or tailor it for the context of my life and what I do. So I got this. Let's see, who should I pass it to? We'll pass it to another Claude session, of course. Split right. Claude YOLO. So I have this audience profile template that I've been told to fill before passing it off to you to help me really understand and define my audience profile. Now, the question is, or the problem is, it's heavily tailored towards someone with a very small niche and a business behind this niche, but I don't have that. I make content to grow my brand, my audience, my impact. But most importantly, it's really growing my brand while also sharing the things that I truly believe in, and in that process also help people in their journeys of overcoming their problems in life. The first agent is done. Journeys of overcoming their problems in life. For example, I have the club, the Chalant Society, which is about... Wait a minute, bro. Maybe we should have a different, persona and style for different audiences. And if you really think about it, every post is tailored to a specific audience. I make posts about rejection therapy and expanding your comfort zone. That's one style. And then I also make posts about, AI agents and what I learned through building AI agents. That's another style. So that's the point of this audience profile, to have different ones. Yeah. Putting yourself outside your comfort zone and creating a safe space where this is easier to achieve. So I'd say that's one audience profile. Maybe we should do several ones. If that's one, we shall make another one for the technical things that I share. Or products that I build for orbitlabs.studio. Whoa. Come on, bro, figure it out. No, it's a website. orbitlabs.studio. So so help me create an audience profile prompt. In other words, fill this markdown file can we do this? And will it know? Yeah. Of course, Zed built this feature. For the Chalant Society, and another one for Orbit Labs. And Orbit Labs is everything around technology and the products that I love building with technology, including that's it with technology. Okay, that's that. So interestingly, the LinkedIn one took 1 minute longer than the Substack one, but let's see what it created. So where did you go? Oh, this is the output. Look at this amazing feature that not a lot of people know. /copy. Yeah, it takes everything that Claude outputted and puts it into your clipboard, which is it's a very simple but useful feature. So, what is next from here? Turn it into a skill. Skill 2. Yes. Review and refine. Yes. So next step is to just read it and see if it's actually accurate. So we'll do DNA. My writing DNA Substack chat. I kind of need to go to the toilet. And I'm sure no one wants me to live stream in there. Oh, it's done. Bro, Claude is so fast compared to other models. Are you using Sonnet 4.6? Nice. Okay. I now have enough material for a thorough analysis. Okay, I'm kind of scared, bro. What if you're sharing something very personal? What if... Nah. Okay. So it just analyzed 5 articles. Let's see how good this is. A restless, self-aware builder who converts personal mistakes and genuine curiosity into blunt, honest advice. Less interested in being right... Wait, what? Than in being useful. What does that mean? To someone who is stuck... Oh. Huh. Is that true, Rami? Is that true? I'm less interested in being right? For someone than genuinely helping them overcome things that they are struggling with that I used to struggle with. Maybe? Well, AI can like really analyze your writing and like conclude a lot of deep things. Scary. Writer archetype, the fellow traveler with a flashlight. Not a teacher standing at the front of the room, someone slightly headed on the same path. Oh, someone slightly ahead on your same path, turning back to say, I tried this, here's what actually happened. He's also part the namer. He has a persistent need to coin or surface terms for things people feel but can't articulate. Well, this is a scientific term. What do you mean? These are all scientific. Chalant is, I guess, delusionally confident. Surface area of luck. Sure. I don't know, bro. It's quite a lot, and I feel like it doesn't have the full scope of things. Okay. There's only one way to find out, right? Experiment, right? But we can't do that right now. We don't have time for that. Core worldview. Most people know what to do. The problem is motivation, alignment, or honest self-perception, not information. Technology and systems don't fix behavior. The person has to change first. Meaning is the most powerful productivity tool. Tedium. What's tedium? Chat, what's tedium, bro? Define tedium. Tedious? Boredom. I guess it's similar to tedious. Yep. Tedium collapses when it's connected to something real. I'm real, I'm really, really real. Shout out K-Dot. He's my bestie, my homie. Society is often the problem, not the individual. That's the autism one. The F1 car analogy places the dysfunction in the system, not the person. See, yeah, it's very heavily relying on the articles that I sent, which don't really represent me to the full extent. It kind of has to go through my obsidian vault, like the whole obsidian vault, for it to deeply understand me. I don't know. Luck is a function of surface area, not chance. He consistently... Wait a minute. Ah, man, I think I really messed up here. I didn't give it enough context. It was way too localized into its own thinking. I wanna, and I think I need to give it context inside Obsidian. Obsidian's where the real data lies in, bro. All my information is in there. So, what shall we do? Yeah, like there's a lot of freaking posts in there. I think we can focus on what if I give it all my published articles? 5 is not enough, bro. You can't really understand a person with 5 posts. Why is it so hot, chat? Okay. The best course of action at this point in time is to make the AI look through all my articles and handpick the ones that really align with or just give it like, for extra context, look at my Obsidian vault. That's what I'm gonna do. Should I redo this whole thing though, or should I just tell it, here's some extra context, update your beliefs based on that? Let's do that. Yeah. Let's just put it here. Okay, this is great, but you kind of have a limited point of view of who I am. And so I would like you to look through my writings and handpick the best ones from there. The ones that you believe that the ones that you think align strongly with the direction I'm looking to take for my content. You can get a good sense of that through these two files. I'm gonna give it a very personal file, which I'm not gonna share in here. I'm just gonna copy it from Obsidian. Let's expand this to the biggest. Or let's just, just to be safe, let's move this to my other display for a second. What's it called? DNA. My intellectual DNA. I can't find the words to say. What else? What's the other one? Well, I have also pillars. You can take a look at my pillars too. You can take a look at my pillars too, which is inside here. My pillars. But the other file that I'm looking for, yep. Okay. Copy from system root. That's another one. The third one, I think I have 3 good ones here. Wait, no. Where is it? I can't find it, man. I can't find it. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'll just... Yes, let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Sorry guys for keeping you guys out of context for a sec. I'm just trying to, maintain some privacy in my life. Simplest. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. We'll put this in meaningful creation. More context. Okay. I kind of need to dim the lights so I can, get tired and fall asleep. Because I'm too energetic right now. And that's not good. I need to go sleep. Yes, my pillars. I think that's enough, right? Also, take a look at the Claude.md. It has a good idea on what I am, right? Yes. Yes, you do. So let's tell it to do that as well. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Boom, boom, pow. Obsidian, Claude. Cloud.md. With that, we shall tell it to get started. Three files. Boom, boom, pow. Anything else I should add before passing this to the AI for every single one? I wanna. Whatever. I don't want to put this on Git as well. So let's just keep it private. We have it in our clipboard, whatever. So let's just do this. Boom, boom, pow. Yes. Wait, no, wait. I forgot to mention. Please figure out what I mean by writings. Yes, you do. Let's go. It figured it out. Perfect. I forgot AI is a AI. We've been streaming for 1 hour. Have I been productive? Somewhat. Wait. We have this. This is one of the moments where you'll see how your voice actually comes across. And honestly, it's pretty amazing. I forgot to mention that the reason for this is to update the files, the prompts. Let's delete this as well. Okay. All right. What did he build or break this time? Wait, what the hell? If this is an average vague lessons from shipping thing, I'm out. But if he shows me something real, yeah, I'm reading all of it. Is that what people think when I post? Interesting. I don't know about that. Okay. We have to ask these questions. Things you always do in your writing, no matter what. Rules you follow every single time, even if no one would notice. Oh, bless you. What do you never do? Is this for me? I think this is for me, not for AI. Right? Wait, no, I think it's for AI. Because I saw this inside here. Step 3. Yeah. What did it say? What do you never do? What does AI get wrong when it tries to write like you? Let's see what it responded for that. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Come on. How's the context right now? The context looks, ooh, 60%. Crazy. 50, 40-ish. Okay, it's done. Let's do the article first. Copy my writing DNA. Substack, yes. Wait, it was 500. Now it's 78. You stupid ass, bro. You stupid ass. You stupid ass. What? Oh, wait, what? The best existing work, strong material, how satisfaction quietly kills your ambition. Earphones. The freedom of motion, please. Okay. Starts from something personal and specific that hurt or confused you. Interesting. Names. I'm learning more about myself in here than AI. Names the mechanism underneath it, masking the Goldilocks trap. Gives that mechanism a name that makes the reader think, I felt this but never know what to call it. Yes. Closes with a charge that applies to the reader's life. A charge? I'm charging them? When you drift from the pattern into generic advice, you lose what makes your writing unrepeatable. Yes. Write about the courage it takes to be yourself in a world that rewards performing a version of yourself. Yeah. Everything you've built, the Shalon Society, Orbit, EXO, the autism piece, the rejection therapy experiments, is an expression of that. The content that lasts will be the writing that tells those stories and names those experiences. Powerful. Powerful. Yes. Yes. Okay. I want you to use what you just learned about me with that recent analysis to update my voice DNA for Substack. which you can find in maybe I can just let it figure it out by itself. That's a lot of context though. Let's just give it the document. You can find in okay, and with that we can go for it. Simmering. Want me to redo the full voice DNA? Okay. But I do like, let me store every single file, because they're all so powerful. They're all so powerful, bro. What should I call it? Substack writings. AI analyzes my writings. .md. Post this shit here. I can't find the words to say. Okay, and then next one is this one. Oh no, oh no, I didn't save the LinkedIn one. What shall we do? Whatever. So copy. Yes, 7 lines. Ooh. Let's not act childish in here, bro. We are professional people here. We are professional people. Yeah, let's do AI analyzes my writings. Again. Boom, boom, boom. AI analyzes my writing to.md. Boom. The problem with the original 4 samples. Social leadership. Ooh, yes, brother. The coach, the cheerleader, the person who helps people stop hiding and start showing up. That's the thread that doesn't go away. Here's a piece I suggest for the proper voice DNA. Keep the original set. Drop the original set. What? The framing is big. Brown. Well, like, they're two different things though. I have, the entrepreneurial posts and the social leadership posts. So what's your problem, bro? Understanding. Huh. I guess that's not the point of this though. The point of this is my writing style. such a blurry line between writing style and target audience and the third thing. They're all like they all overlap, so it's very hard not to. It's very hard to separate them. Fricks. I don't need to charge. Okay. But I have a lot of faith in this one. I'm really liking this one. So let's just continue on with this one. 2,000 characters. This is wait. 29 lines. 29 lines? What? Oh, it updated this. I got scared, bro. I got scared. Okay, what do we do about this, bro? It's so long. It's so long. Rami writes for people who are performing a version of themselves and are tired of it. The through line across everything, the autism piece, the Shalom Society, the rejection therapy, the freedom of emotion concept. You're allowed to be who you already are, and the world needs you to be. Really? Is that what you come up with? Is that your conclusion about me, bro? Come on, I don't think so. He is not a productivity writer. He's not a career writer. He's a social courage writer. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Someone whose mission is to give people permission to show up as themselves in situations that make them want to hide. Everything else, habit, sleep, job hunting, is adjacent territory he passes through. Okay. The cost of masking and performing. Personality on the page. Core identity. A restless, self-aware builder. Wounds into things. Yes. Okay. The fellow traveler with a flashlight. Permission giver. The permission giver. Okay. The deepest archetype, the one that unifies everything. Every piece is ultimately granting someone permission they've been waiting for. Interesting. To be socially anxious and socially present. Permission to be intense, monotropic. Monotropic, what the hell does that mean? Specialized, permission to have enemies, permission to feel your own emotions instead of mirroring the mirroring the room. He gives this permission not from authority but from personal evidence. I was that person. Here's what happens when I stopped hiding. Yeah. Okay, you really messed up in the first line, bro, but you revived yourself, whatever that word is. Codes showing. I know. I now feel stupid for wasting my time reaching out and applying for jobs. Yeah, I guess. Self-casting. The fool who just spoke up. He consistently casts himself as the fool who just spoke up, not the hero who succeeded, but the person that got it wrong for a while and now is being honest about it. Interesting. That's such a recurring theme. That is true. That I've not realized about myself. From the private Odora reflection. Okay, there's quite a lot of personal things here, not gonna lie. What activates them? The gap between knowing and doing, permission giving. Okay, this is good. And of course, yeah, formality is a 1.5. Crazy. Energy levels. Uh-huh. So what's my highest? I'm not a 5 in anywhere. Sentence complexity of 5. Oh, 1.5. That makes a lot of more sense. Much more sense. 1.5, not 5. Opinion strength. Instructional tone. Jargon use. No jargon. Okay. Enthusiasm, yes. Swearing and edge. The fuck? Okay. Strongly bimodal. Very short for punchy, medium. Okay, I like this. Let's keep it as is. Maybe it's because I'm not, the best in English language. Not because I'm intentionally not using these transition style words. Recurring. Okay. Well, we have questions to answer for ourselves. Before I finalize voice DNA and incorporate anything you can't reveal through writing alone, here are 5 questions. We also have step 4 as well. Oh my god. Okay, let's get this thing done because we gotta go sleep, bro. It's midnight. What are your non-negotiables? Things you always do, no matter what. Rules you follow every time, even if no one would notice. A specific opening move, a formatting habit, a structural requirement. I don't know. I'm very flexible with writing. I don't know, bro. The only thing that's in my mind is I don't allow myself to write when I don't feel like it. I only write when I'm in that vibe to write. Because when I force myself to write, the things that get generated just don't make sense. And it's very obvious from my writing that it's forced. But I'm not sure how this would help AI. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't know if I'm gonna send it over to AI. What do you never do? Where do you deliberately avoid? Formatting you hate? A tonal lines you won't cross? Name why. I'm someone who is not gonna follow the horde blindly. Instead, I would take an outside perspective on why this horde is being made and form my own opinion on that horde through that. Also, I don't know if that would help AI on that horde through that. Yo, we got a viewer. What's up, bro? Or girl? Any questions for me? I know you probably joined like midway. This is according to AI, this is all AI generated. This is my writing DNA. Where I gave it like a lot of notes that I wrote for myself. What else? Formatting you hate, tonal lines you don't cross. Even if you can't name why. What makes you instantly want to delete a sentence? AI generated sentences. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Okay, what does AI get wrong when it tries to write like you? What does it keep adding that you delete? What does it correct that was actually intentional? What does it miss entirely that only you would think to add? These are very deep questions, bro. I don't think I have an answer for them. And yeah, I think I want to turn off the lights, not gonna lie. How bad would it be if I turn off the lights? Let's see. If I just turn on my this 1 second chat. Boom. Can y'all see me? Oh, yes you can. Barely. What if we increase it even more? Yeah, that ain't bad. You guys are now watching my live stream in dark mode. Let's expand this and see. Yeah, that ain't bad, bro. It's pretty good. It's really good. Okay, because we gotta go sleep, brothers and sisters, very soon. I just want to finish these Q&A sessions with the AI. Nothing. Yeah, I don't really got much to add here. Are there any naming, capitalization, or formatting rules that matter to you but might not show up clearly in writing? How do you refer to specific tools or platforms? Do you have specific rules about when to use digits and words? Lowercase. I tend to keep most things lowercase. And only companies' names, things that are worth making uppercase, I make it uppercase. But like sentence starters, not really. But that depends on, the platform. So let's just remove it. Let's put it in a clipboard. I don't delete text, I just cut it and put it into my clipboard in case I need it for later. Is there anything in this analysis that feels wrong or off? Any dimension related incorrectly? Any pattern misread? Any you are or you are not that doesn't feel true? What is the why behind any of it that I got right technically, but I missed the spirit of? Oh, okay. The thing that was wrong, I'd say, is the reason behind all the pieces. Rami writes, for people who are performing a version of themselves, yes, but you're allowed to be who you are and the world needs you to be. That is not very true. Partially true. Partially. I'd say yes, it's partially. Okay, but I have to go through the whole thing then, right? How he handles but I'm gonna have to go through the whole thing. Scheisse. From the private odor reflection. Wait, do I mention self-deprecating here? Self-deprecating. Humor is infrequent and situational, usually self-deprecating or mildly ironic. Never jokes for the sake of it. Levity appears to diffuse. What does levity mean? Moments that might otherwise feel preachy. What does this mean, bro? What the hell? His humor, ironic, sardonic, disgusted, mocking, sarky. Bro, where are these words coming from? Dry, double-edged, sarcastic, scornful, derisive, sneering, scoffing. What the hell, bro? Just tell me a simple explanation. Using or expressing dry, especially mocking. Okay. Archaic. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Kill. Yeah, that's another thing that I don't think I truly align with. So I put it here. Nope, not this. This. So you said that's not the direct message that I try to have. It's more of, oh my god. Whoa. It's more of giving people permission to change and showing people that they're allowed to change. That they're able to be who they want to be rather than be who they became through their childhood experiences where they don't have that much control over what influences them. Yeah, that's another belief that I've been, carrying with me for basically all of university. Don't be who you want to be, or don't be, what was it? What was the phrase? Don't be who you are. Sure, you can embrace who you are, but more importantly, you can be who you want to be. And I still believe it's possible. The older you get, though, the harder it becomes. That is something that I realized. Like, even in my young age, I realized that it gets harder, bro. Especially when the environment is not changing as much. You're settling down. You're just doing work and like, you're going through the routine, and nothing really unexpected or transformative happens in your life. So the rate of change just reduces. I have a whole note about this, but also, yeah, your perception of time and how fast time's going seems to be directly correlated with neuroplasticity. Because I don't want to go into the because, but that is an interesting fact that I realized. And turns out it's scientifically true. According to my one ChatGPT research. I didn't fully dive deep into it. Okay. Yes, any dimension related incorrect. Let's continue reading. Oh yeah, it's self-deprecating. You mentioned that I'm self-deprecating. I think to be more specific here, it's less of self-deprecating and more of me not being afraid to admit when I'm wrong and being okay with sharing these things that I did wrong to help others avoid what I've done. Taking a route that I've learned not to take. Yes, let's continue. This is good though. This is good. If AI can actually follow every single part of this, it will take a lot of credits though. It's like 500 lines. So, we'll see. Emotional charge, you have what it takes. Okay, authenticity markers. I now feel stupid. Coined concepts and original frameworks. Yeah, I have a lot of them. I trust that AI is gonna get them right though. How he gives instructions. What? Do not act desperate. Push through it. Push-ups before planning. Never you'll want to, I'd suggest consider trying. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. He names himself loving case in mind. Uses numerals. Yes. Okay. Personal admission hook. I spent so long looking for a job. Curiosity framing. Over the past few weeks, I've been deeply. The framework. Okay, we'll start with the hook. Name the problem beneath the surface problem. Why conventional approach fails. What actually works. Practical framework or action steps. Closing charge or personal update. That sounds like most of my articles. Within sections. Closing almost always. One of to deliver the sharpest, most distilled versions. FYI for whoever joined right now, I'm just reviewing the AI generated writing DNA that it has given me. Overall, it's pretty good. Menu. Yeah. Okay. Bold. Italics. These are all punctuations. I would assume AI is pretty good at figuring out these things. Yeah. These are all boring stuff, bro. What the hell? I don't care about these things. No numbered X reasons why. Structure as a primary frame. No key takeaways. Section. Really? I disagree with these things. I kind of do have sometimes key takeaways and TLDRs and yeah, that's it. This is regarding line 420. Bless you, brother. Bless you. Yeah, I really kind of need to take a dump, bro. Okay. We're almost done, though. We're almost done, right? Right. This is what we did. Tonal, never preachy or moralistic in a top-down way. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I'm not really preachy. Never sarcastic or contemptuous at others' expense. Yes. This is so exciting. Scar sad, yeah. Yeah. Pull quotes. Never opens with a famous quote from someone else. Yeah, kind of. I have one though. Never makes grand predictions about the future. I could sometimes do that. Never uses the most people think, but actually frame. He embeds this logic without announcing it. That's not true, bro. I've used that framework sometimes. Let's tell the AI. That's kinda not true. I use it sometimes, but you are right about me embedding the logic without announcing it. Okay, next up. Content type adaptations. We'll keep it. AI will insert M dashes. Yes. We'll add hedging qualifiers. Avoid casual abbreviations. Balance conclusions. Over explain. Yes. Okay, so this is looking good. What is left to do? What makes a voice different? He quantifies loosely and consistently. Yeah, I guess so. I do that. Parentheticals as the honest register. The most revealing, vulnerable, and casual thoughts are inside parentheses. Two-track voices. I guess. Yeah. The naming reflex. Yes. Chasing with a charge, never a summary. Closing with a charge. Also, I think this might be too small for people. At least it is for me. Warm closing because this was strong. Yeah, every piece is secretly permission giving. He builds for the problems he personally lived. The voice. A builder who was hiding stopped and now writes specifically to make it easier for the next person to stop hiding too. Blunt enough to call out the lie, warm enough that it lands like care. Yeah, man. You are not. The writer is blunt, warm, permission giver, self-deprecating ish. Yes, I guess that's true. A namer of things, short sentence writer, someone who uses personal failure as a primary evidence. Casual in parentheses. Obsessively interested in meaningful, using the word as a standard, not a filler. Writing from personal wounds, not from theory. To keep up. Follow-up questions. Okay, we're done. We are genuinely, partially, mostly done. There are a few things I skipped in here. The person who was hiding has and stopped and now builds things. Warm but not soft, blunt but not cold, ambitious but not status hungry. He cares deeply about. This feels like, star sign symbols and definitions. But hopefully it's not. And it's actually very true for me. He cares deeply about things that don't pay well. What? That's not good. He says he's suspicious of anything that optimizes for money before meaning. That's true. He'll work obsessively on Easter eggs in an app that has 0 users because the quality of the experience matters to him even when no one's watching. And this is also how he writes. Crazy. Okay. He never explains basic human emotions or motivations. He assumes you already feel the gap he's describing. He's just naming it. Oh, whoa, interesting. This is important. Let's read through this. Personality on a page. Whoa. From the private, his own strangeness and name is insisting. Okay. Yes. He built products for problems he personally lived. Yes. Synthesizer and experiencer, not a citer. He will mention a concept named blah blah blah, but doesn't cite studies to defer to experts. Personal experience. Okay, the anchor is always personal experience, not research. But I do also link some research if it's needed. He's not a rebel against conventional wisdom so much as someone who is skeptical of solutions that don't require behavior change. A recurring theme across 5 pieces. He leans into it. How he handles not knowing. He leans into it. Okay, yes, that's I guess true. How he handles being wrong. He revisits past positions and calls himself out with light self-mockery. The smartwatch piece is the most literal. Uh-huh. What activates him? Energy clearly spikes around the gap between knowing and doing. His defining obsession across all writing. The gap between knowing and doing. Permission giving, the most activated state. When he can tell someone you're allowed to be who you are. More direct. Systems that don't actually help people. Sleep tech. Yeah. Identity and self-worth, especially when external pressure is eroding it, when masking is the cost of belonging. That's something I care about, yeah. Meaningful connection, the word meaningful is the most used conceptual word across the entire vault. Effortlessness and a destination, not a starting point. Yes. Momentum and leverage. Okay. High tolerance for mess. Yes. He explains most concepts he introduces, but quickly without condensation, typically one sentence. Then he moves on. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't assume the reader knows who he is. He self-contextualizes often. Interesting observations. He doesn't over-explain. He assumes the reader is motivated. Yeah. The identity being performed. Okay. Looks good to me. Let's send this over for step 3. Boom, or yeah. Let's keep it. I'd like to have one unified document. LinkedIn, you can leave. Bye-bye. I'm also getting, tired now, so let's go. I do have to pack my bags. You reach out to remember. This was Ain't no way. Indeed. Okay. This was the most spontaneous live stream I've ever made. Oh, whoa. Stop and wait for limit to. Oh no. I've never reached my limit. This is the first time I ever reached my limit. That's crazy, bro. Stop and wait. I'm not gonna pay $200, bro. Sheesh. It's the context. It's the context window. Wow. When do my 1 a.m.? Oh, in 30 minutes. Damn. Oh, I guess I gotta stop my live stream. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I know what I should be doing tomorrow. But this was good. Yeah. Thank you. What are you called? What's your name? Daria Kupa you know, oh, I think she's Romanian. I have no idea how they speak, but let's just try. Daria Cuparino. 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 Daria Cuparino. Well, guess what, Daria? I just paid you because you had the perfect paywall at the perfect time. So I had to pay for your article. But yeah, it was good. And I'm almost done, but unfortunately I have hit my limit. So with that, I think I'm gonna end it. Let's see. Did I get any how many people joined my live stream from this? Probably not a lot. I don't know. Whatevs. This was good though. We'll finish it tomorrow. So, what have we learned? I've generally been noticing that AI is quite good at analyzing you, like deeply analyzing you, like it's your therapist. Doesn't replace therapy, of course, for people who are struggling with chronic diseases, but for healthy people, man, AI is so useful. You just gotta take the time to prompt it properly, and it will give you quite a lot of insightful things about yourself, whether it's about your writing, your behavior, your loneliness, whatever it is. It could be good, but in general, it's just getting a different perspective from a quote unquote smart individual. That's how I see AI. It's like this smart individual that knows a lot of things. And of course, the AI doesn't know you more than yourself, so it's always good to think twice before executing and believing what it's saying. Regardless, though, it's a skill to know what AI is good for, what AI is bad for. So yeah, that's what I've learned through this. I've faced so much resistance doing this because I thought it's going to be a tedious process where I'm going to have to reflect deeply about my life and about who I am and how I write. But you know what? AI can figure that out by itself, and you can just review it and you can agree or disagree. That's the easy way to do it. Thanks to Daria, the author of this article. But yeah, I'm just yapping right now. If there's anything you guys would like me to do in my next live stream, which I might be doing for completing this article, let me know. Yeah, I'm out of thoughts, bro. I'm gonna go sleep. It's almost 1 a.m., so it's time to sleep. Peace out. Yeah, I'm like, my brain's just blanked. I don't even have anything else to say. So it is a perfect time to say goodbye.